My female 27, soon to be husband, male 28, called me by his assistant's name during sex. My significant other have been high school sweethearts and we're due to get married this June. We just have a chemistry that works extremely well and always did. I love him very much and I know he loves me too. But with what he did recently, I'm having extreme doubts about his faithfulness. We're trying to get pregnant, and when we had a text a few days ago, he called me by his assistant's name right as he got off. He immediately got up and apologized and seemed extremely shocked. I was shocked too. After that, he's been very apologetic and seemed genuinely remorseful, but I'm having difficulty coming around to forgiving him. The way he said it, too, came across as he was thinking about her. The only other person I have told about this is my mom and dad, and she thinks that my boyfriend has or currently sleeps with his assistant and that his tongue slipped up. I'm having doubts because now everything looks suspicious to me. He goes to Dallas once every 2 weeks, and his assistant accompanies him. Those are work trips and are paid for by his company, but those are starting to look suspicious to me now. 3 months ago, I got laid off from work, and he asked me if I could stay at home since we're trying to have a child, and I could be a stay at home mom. Now, I don't know if I should depend on him or try to get a job or not. My life is just filled with confusion all of a sudden. Honestly, I didn't think he would ever cheat on me, but I can't think of a reason why someone would say someone else's name after sex. His explanation is that he was thinking about work, and that is why he said his assistant's name. He has tried fixing things, but they don't seem enough for some reason. He told me if I won, I can go through his phone or his computer, and I did, but I didn't find anything. I want to trust him. I really do, but it feels foolish to me now to do so. My mom thinks he's 100% cheating, while my dad agrees he also thinks that it could be a mistake and I should make sure before I end the relationship. He does think that I should 100% be mad at him, even if it was a slip up. I don't know what to do with us being so close to getting married. Advice, please? Yikes. I don't know. This is hard. Because I would absolutely, if my boyfriend, imagine, you guys, imagine if your partner said, like, even just a coworker's name. I feel like assistant is even worse because, like, they, I don't know, that's just like such a trope, like in a movie when it's like the assistant or the secretary or whatever is like always the one that the person is cheating with. So that would make me really nervous. And then if my partner said one of his female coworkers' names during sex, dude, I don't even know what I would do. Like, I genuinely think I would go into a psychosis. I think I would have to go through his phone. I think that is reasonable doubt. That is probable cause to go through his phone. What else do you do? If he's not going to tell you the truth, what else do you do? You could go to the assistant? No. She obviously doesn't give a damn. And she's not going to tell you. She probably doesn't want to lose her job. And she also probably is obsessed with this man. So, I mean, yeah, I definitely would be thinking he's cheating on me. That's for damn sure. Whew. Dr. NDB said, well, I can tell for sure that if he works with a colleague a lot, it can happen. Do this and that, Jessica. Did you send reports, Jessica? When you do this all day, it can come out automatically. I've seen it by myself. Sometimes my colleague names his GF in name of our girl college. Oh, he keeps saying college instead of colleague. And I keep changing it, but then that just made me confused. Our girl college. He's literally responding or spelling colleague as college. He said it can happen when you wear little. You probably called school teacher as mom. No. Oh my god, this person's spelling is so bad. When you wear. He spelled were, W-A-R-E. Talk things out with him. Tell that this is begging you a lot. Oh my god, okay. I gotta go. I gotta go from that immediately. Use your own money and you should surprise him in Dallas on his next trip. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Well, I would show up after work at his apartment and see his assistant is actually staying in a hotel. OP said, yeah, I just booked a ticket. I won't mind spending a day or two in Dallas myself if everything is like he says it is. What? No way. No way. All right. I'm scared. I hope he's not cheating, obviously. Obviously, I wouldn't be like, go for it. I hope you are cheating. No, I hope that he's not cheating. But seems like a low possibility that he's not. There is an update 3 weeks later. A lot to unwrap here, but I'll start by thanking those who decided to try and help me out here. He came from the last trip, and when he went again, I decided to go then. When I went to his apartment, I found her there along with some other people. His coworkers were all planning to go out. I did make up a story why I was there to make sure he wasn't embarrassed in front of all of his coworkers because I stormed in his apartment, and I think that worked. They all went out, and after that, he stayed back, and we had a big fight because, according to him, I humiliated him in front of all of his colleagues. Right now, things are tense between us. He stayed back in Dallas, saying that he needs some space, and we haven't talked after that. I don't know if I was trying to catch him in the act or not, but it didn't work out, and now I feel 100 times worse. I regret telling my mom about this because she sent a VN to him and told him to stop being a baby, and nothing would have happened if I didn't say another woman's name. He sent me the VN that my mom sent him. I did confront my mom about this, and she did apologize to him. Now I feel like maybe it was an honest mistake on his part and that I blew it out of proportion. Waiting on him to come back so that we can talk it out and fix this and move forward. Just a little update. Things didn't go like I wanted it to. What's a VN? A voice note? Is that what that is? Stop being a baby. um, Clumsy Pirate said, "Did the assistant have any reaction to seeing you? Was she cold or surprised or anything? Honestly, this could be a harmless slip on his end, but I would do my diligence before the wedding. No matter how angry he gets, divorces are so much harder than breakups. If you're trying to set the record straight before moving forward, he shouldn't be resistant about it. It was him who said another's woman's name in bed. You didn't start any of it." Yeah, I don't think he should be mad. Like, he needs to stop getting defensive because that would piss me off right there. I'd be like, well, why are you getting defensive about it? You should understand why I would be a little concerned. I think if I said another name, why can't I say like that? Why can't I say woman's name? I'm like, if I said another man's in bed, if I said another man's name in bed during sex, like, I would understand if my boyfriend was concerned. And after that, a little bit sketchy and maybe not trusting me as much. OP said, "Everyone was a little surprised to see me there, to be honest, not just her. My partner was surprised too. We aren't getting married. We're no longer engaged, probably in the future. He's a pretty straightforward guy himself. Either he'll end it or be okay with it. Things are bad right now, and I'm going to give him time and let him come to talk to me." No, I hate when they flip it on you. I hate when they flip it on the other person. Because now, guess who's not being taken seriously about this? And guess who's now pretending to be the victim? And now OP is like, I'm the bad guy in this situation. No, no, no. Absolutely not. This says, edit, forgot to mention that my boyfriend told me that he told his assistant about this, and she made the same mistake a while back with her fling because they referred to each other a lot. Okay, why would you tell your assistant about that? Don't tell your assistant. If you're telling your assistant about that, that's weird. So they obviously, she's probably like, oh my God, that's so bad. Now she's going to know they're cheating on her with me. Because there's no other reason that you would, if you guys have a professional relationship, which is what you should have, you would not be saying, yeah, we were having sex and I said your name. That's insane. Oh, this is a tiny little edit, but it says, reading his chat for a while, and the last thing he said was, quote, "I'll end it with her when I see her next," unquote. So it's over, pretty much. Whose chat? Who was he chatting with? Mrs. Jessica, the assistant? Oh, wait, I missed this one, though. He left his MacBook at home, so I decided to see if he was talking to her or not. I just opened his WhatsApp, and he is not talking to her, but his friends are all telling him to break up with me. Like, I didn't even do anything drastic. His chat with his assistant is work-related, but I'm disturbed by what his friends take. Looks like a breakup is about to happen. I let him break up with me because I think I'd get closure that way. Wow. Classic case of a man turning himself into the victim. I can't believe it. I trust my husband implicitly, but if he called out the name of a work colleague during sex, I would have serious effing doubts. And then the assistant told him she did the same thing with her fling. Bizarre. That's so bizarre. Because you're not sharing that type of information unless you are doing something else. They're saying each other's names during sex and telling each other about it. That's not normal for a professional manager-employee relationship. Yeah, I know that's right. The fact that he told his assistant about his personal and sexual stuff is already one big major red flag. That's just full on bad vibes there. I think that sucks so bad because you guys were about to get married. And like, that's like the worst is when you plan a wedding. I don't know if they actually did plan a wedding or not. But I just know like 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago or like 1.5 years ago when one of my friends' fiancés ended things with him and their wedding was like 6 months away and they had already paid for all of like these deposits and stuff. And they had a house together and all of this stuff. It's like, that's just so annoying. That would literally be so annoying. But that's why I feel like you just have to be really sure. And their relationship was way more built on like, oh, we both want to get married, so let's be together. You know what I mean? Like his fiance had told me when we were all like drinking once. And I don't know what she thought this like she just seemed like this is like a regular story. It didn't seem anything crazy to her. But when she was telling me, she was like, "Yeah, so I was dating this other guy before I was dating him, and he was like a doctor and he was taking school really seriously and he was probably not going to be ready to get engaged for another few years. Even though I really loved him and we had a really great relationship, I ended things with him because blank, my friend, was ready to be engaged and ready to get married. So I decided to choose to be with him instead. And then they got engaged like I think a year later or something. Like maybe, I don't know. I think it was like a year later. So basically, she just ended things with her ex, not because she loved this other guy more, but because he was ready to get engaged and she wanted to get engaged. Which to me is the craziest reason to be getting engaged to someone. That probably, like, I don't think that you should just be getting engaged to get engaged. Like, you should probably want to be with this person. Like, I think first and foremost, the relationship needs to be solid and good. Like, I would, I don't know, whatever. Now I'm like, yeah, I want to marry my boyfriend. Absolutely. But in the beginning, I definitely saw him as marriage potential, but I wasn't like, oh, I need to get engaged to this guy just because he's ready to get engaged. He wasn't ready to get engaged. But, you know, like, I wouldn't have been like that. It's just, I need to see and test the waters and we need to be in a relationship and then we can see if we can work and like if we're a good couple together and if we can live together well and how our like problem solving is with things, not hey, let's get married because I want to get married and you want to get married, so that means we're a perfect match. No, ma'am, no thanks. But that's the end of this episode. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Please. I'm starving right now. My head's kind of starting to hurt, but I still have one more episode to film. So, yeah, we're going to get that done with and then we're going to have a snacky snack. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. You can watch full episodes at youtube.com/jamie.nelson98 on my main channel. Thanks for watching.